going on, guys? I know it's been a minute, but I'm here now, and that's all that matters. How did I get to where I am right now? Of living in, the big city, um, kind of just living, working on my perfect self. How did I get into this unconventional lifestyle? How did I become so knowledgeable about, nutrition and, exercise? Um, So it all starts back from 18 to 21. I was in relationships with girls. I really didn't spend a lot of time on myself, besides playing baseball. But really, I was more so worried about having a girlfriend. Anyways, by the time 21 rolls around, me and my last ex split, and I decided I just wanted to start working on myself. I decided I want to become my best version, my most perfect self. Because if I become my greatest version, then I will then be living my greatest version's life, if that makes sense. And my greatest version's life is a fucking baller, because I can see it in my head. If you can see it, you can achieve it. If you can't see yourself doing it, I'm sorry, but you can't. Some people do have limitations. Not everybody is limitless. Some are more than others. It just depends on, your nature, your nurture, lots of things going to that. Anyways. So I decided to become working on my best version self. What does that entail? That includes healthy body, healthy mind. Just trying to really eliminate all the stress in your life. Becoming calmer through meditation. Meditation is a great practice. Everybody should do that at least once a day. Probably right away, right in the morning as you wake up. You can do it. You can just even wake up a little early and just sit there with yourself. Sit there and just plan your day out. Meditation isn't necessarily think about nothing. Meditation is to just sit there and just pay attention to all your thoughts that come up. Maybe not pay all of them mind. Maybe not interact with all those thoughts, but just sit there and say, okay, I'm gonna kill the day today. What all do I have to do today? I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna get my job done efficiently and productively, and I'm gonna just have a smile on my face. I'm gonna be positive. I'm gonna make the other people around me see my smile. I'm gonna make them smile because, I'm a ripple. I ripple. I affect other people's lives. I'm gonna get off of work. It's gonna be a beautiful day. I might get some sun. I might go for a run outside. Take my shirt off. Do some weightlifting. Eat a healthy meal. I can't wait, to make that smoothie later, it's gonna be amazing. Sleeping is gonna be amazing. My dreams are gonna be amazing. And that's the meditation right there. If you have some other thoughts come up, when you're first starting out, and if you're in a bad place in your life, you're gonna have some negative thoughts come up because you're in a negative place. And the best thing to do in that situation is you just let them play. You let the negative thoughts play. I come from a rough childhood. I know what it's like to go through pain and suffering. But I stopped avoiding those thoughts from childhood. I stopped avoiding them. I let them play, and I cringed through them. But eventually, I let them play, and I got less and less cringe until the point where they would play, and I'd be like, not affected, whatever. And to the point where they are so bored with trying to get emotion out of me that they just stop playing. They don't come up very often. And when they do, no big deal. It's like, hey, old friend, remember me? Kind of deal. But anyways. So yeah, sit there. Work on your healthy meditation. Treat your mind like a garden. What do you got to do first? You gotta rake up all that old dirt, You gotta rake it up, go through it all, comb through it. Maybe put down some topsoil, some nice. Now we're talking. Now it's looking good. Rake through that again. And then you gotta plant your seeds. Water them daily. These planting of your seeds, those are planting of good thoughts in your mind. And what do you want to do with those good thoughts? You want to just, continue to grow those good thoughts, continue to grow those flowers in your mind, to raise your vibrations. And what else do you have to do in a garden? Eventually, some weeds are going to pop up in there. These weeds representing your bad thoughts. And what do you do with these weeds? You pluck them. you know, get out of here, kind of deal. I got a little bit of a Boston accent going on every once in a while. Like, get out of here. Uh, but it's fun stuff. But yeah, guys, just become your greatest version in this life, and we can all just party together, just have a good time. You know, life is one big party. This is a game. This is just a fun game where we get to hang out with other people, enjoy them. You know, life's good, guys. Peace, love, happiness.